In this video, I'll be debunking Marlow's playstyle so that you can use these tips I provide to improve yourself. Number 1. Ledge crystals. Marlow often crystals on the ground, but whenever she gets her opponent in the corner, she likes to place her crystals 3 blocks up so that they can get ledge crystal. This technique was first invented by Mindmanner himself in his video against clownpierce, where he jumps up and down to crystal. See PvP follow-ups. Marlow always likes to follow up her crystals with anchors or other sword hits. Often she pearls in between her crystal PvP combos. Marlow is often so fast at doing this, she creates an entire ridge in the direction that her opponent is going. She uses well-placed anchors and crystals in order to completely dominate her opponent's health. Number 3. High DPI plus mouse. Marlow has an extremely high DPI if you didn't know. This is how she is easily able to flick and change between multiple crystals and often pop multiple of her opponent's totems while her opponent is in the air. Marlow often easily hit crystals by flicking non-stop. Honestly, I always think her clips are sped up, but they are so fast. Number 4. Crystal speed. Marlow's crystal speed is extremely fast because she likes to shake her crosshair when on the block. This really improves crystal speed for both high pingers and low pingers alike. If you didn't know, UCC Dog made a post about this nearly 2 years ago in the Crystal PvP community. Number 5. Pearl speed. Marlow has an extremely fast pearl speed and she often kills her opponents while they're mid-air by pearling right below them. In this video where someone duels Marlow, you can see a clip of her doing this. Marlow often used this in her fight with Mindmanner to pop one of her opponent's totems while he was mid-air. She is often very good at predicting where her opponents will land, and that's why she is easily able to pop multiple of their totems mid-air. Number 6. Positive mindset. Positive mindset is something that's kind of hard to talk about, but this is one of the biggest things that Marlow told me when I was asking her about her tips and tricks for improving a lot. In Marlow's opinion, positive mindset is probably broad thinking, and it's mostly thinking positively, not complaining, sulking, or just in general crying. No one likes criers. Marlow says that people who think positively can often achieve their goals with more ease, and yeah. Often you might notice that if you're in a good mood, you might play better than if you're in a bad mood, and that's because your hormones kind of secrete good hormones if you think positively. So instead of complaining of lag, server ping, FPS, ghosting, resource pack, whatever it is people complain about in Crystal PvP these days, you can often think to yourself and blame yourself for your mistakes instead of blaming mechanical things that you can't fix, like your ping or your FPS. And another thing is that instead of thinking that being toxic will make your opponent more upset, it actually does the opposite, making you even more upset. So that the main topic of this video, honestly, which I'm spending the most time, is positive mindset. A lot of big Crystal PvPers, including Dr. Donut, have mentioned that, as well as others, including DBs, who is the best 8-year-old right now. Often you can do this by just thinking positively and thinking what you could have done better. And instead of thinking if you get better, you can always think when you get better, you'll do this, etc. Another thing Marlow really does is that a lot of people have exposed her about this. She's a really nice person in general, which may lead to her being really good. Thebes quoted that "It's real me" is actually just low tier 1 mechanical skill wise, but his positive mindset makes him a high tier 1. So positive mindset, thinking properly, plays a really underrated role when you're doing Crystal PvP. So I don't really recommend that you complain much because it's a bad idea. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and pretty much bye.